Greetings, YouTube. Danny Staten here on the Daily Damn Blog. I'm back with a real special good stuff comic book review for you guys here today. Check it out. It's a number one. It's a number one and done. It's the only one they are. They made one comic book to cover the whole movie. Marvel rules, right? Well, we'll see. And it's from 1982. On a movie I think they come out in what, 1980? It's based on a movie called Time Bandits, where some little miniature thieves still the great creators map of the universe with all the little time portals in it. So you can travel in time. I bet Dr. Wu's gonna like this one. Want to give a special shout out to Thrash, Pat McCormick, and Dave Sunstorm, the three good stuff main guys. That's right. I bet they're gonna like this one. They probably know a lot more about this than I do. Actually, I searched around on their channels earlier trying to find something about Time Bandits I could throw on here. And, of course, I couldn't find it because YouTube won't help me in a search no more. You can put in somebody's name and a topic, and it used to go right to it, and now you have to search and search and search to find a video you saw years ago. Hey, anybody remember Time Bandits?
The classic is back, so prepare yourself for a different kind of movie. A movie that takes you on a journey through time.
Ask me.
Travel aboard the SS Titanic. Shake hands with Napoleon. Become a personal friend to Robin Hood. You will join us at a real Roman orgy. You'll say hello to ancient Greece and marvel at the size of a young warrior's horn. You will spend an evening with the biggest Homo sapien of all time.
Did you hear something, dear?
No, I don't think so. Finally, a movie that takes you inside the fabulous world of darkness. Recognize this fellow? Well, you will when he tries to destroy all good in the universe. Oh, no! I have a reason for that. Former Beatle George Harrison brings together John Cleese, Sean Connery, Shelley Duvall, Katherine Hellman, Michael Palin, David Warner, in a journey more ridiculous than history.
Thank you very much. Very, 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 very much.
Time Bandits.
Awful people.
Well, guys, I guess that about covered it. If you didn't know nothing about it, now you know a little, and if you've seen it like me 20 years ago, probably, you might remember a little bit about it. I guess Caucasian Sasquatch going to be sending me an email telling me how bad I slaughtered this one. Oh, my God. Let's get started, guys. And inside the front cover, we get the credits. That's right. Who played in the movie Time Bandits? Well, I think they just told us all this in the trailer. But I'll throw it in here anyway. You know, for good measure. So on the opening pages, we learned about this little limp shit housing development over here and somewhere in the south side of sunny England. I guess that's where Mr. Lee's house. Hey, Mr. Lee 3PO's house. I'm about to quit calling out people on YouTube, man. They don't like it sometimes when I throw them in my comic book reviews. I've got a few little emails about that one too, guys. But I'm sorry. I'm going to do it anyway. Anyway, this little town was built on what seems to be some kind of portal, and I think the portal's about to open. So thank God they still made really cool comic books back in 1982. This number one and done, this whole movie in one little long drug-out comic book is done the way I like a comic book to be done. The panels are old school. The panels are cool. They look like comic books from back in the 50s. Nice, neat little square panels with some really good art. I say the movie art's about a 100%, don't you? I'm going to call all these people by the wrong name just so you know. Like little Timmy here, because every little irritating kid in the movie to me is a Timmy. And this guy's definitely a Timmy. I wonder if his real name's Timmy. What was his name in the movie? Maybe we should go to Dave Sunstorm's channel. Maybe we can find a video. Maybe he should make one, tell us who all these people are, because I can't remember nothing about this much. Anyway, little Timmy's at home. Little Timmy's not real happy with his food. Little Timmy's not real happy with his life or his family, as they seem to be somewhat addicted to TV and entertainment. And info panels brought to you by the Daily Damn Blog. We realized this is going to be a long ride. And by the way, the movie was probably a lot better because it had like John Cleese and Sean Connery and Katherine Hellman and all the really cool actors in it. And I got a comic You know. Anyway, little Timmy's fast asleep. He's awoke by a knight in shining armor rushing through, tearing through his closet, almost hitting him with his sword as it disappeared down a forest of trees. Dad pops in to find the room, destroy it, but sees no portal. Little Timmy is perplexed. His dad not believing him, Timmy is disciplined, and he is said to have to clean up his room and stay in it once you get it cleaned up. Little Timmy wanting to prove the fact. Little Timmy grabbed the camera. Little Timmy gonna take a picture of the portal. And when that knight shows back up, he's gonna prove it. But he gets a little surprise. He gets a little teeny tiny surprise. That's right. Actually, he gets a bunch of little teeny tiny surprises. And I know, let me point this out. I know that all these tiny little actors who played this part were really big name guys, and I know each one of these guys had their own little cool name, and I could probably tell you every one of them. But I'm not going to call them that. No, 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 no. I'm going to call him Pippin, and I'm going to call him Thorin, and I'm going to call him Moron. Well, why would I call him Moron? Because that's what I do. I know the real answers. I know what's going on, guys. I just like naming people with my own little cool names. I know that's annoying, but I do it anyway. So once again, with some wonderful panels brought to you by Daddy Dan Blog, little Timmy's encountering some little thieves from the dark side, little munchkins, little Wizard of Oz escapees who have stole a map. That's right, they stole a star map from the creator, showing all the adventures you can have through time, all the little places you can go in the universe and pop into just about any time zone. I thought that was a really cool idea. As they pushed the wall back to open another zone, bad things begin to happen as the Supreme Being shows up. Oh my God! God? Oh my God! God! No, God? Yeah, it's the Supreme Being. I guess that's God. Give me back what you have stolen from me! Great Scots. Great Scots! The Supreme Being showed up. The Supreme Being's pissed. The Supreme Being wants his stuff back. Little Timmy is dragged through the portal with our little miscreant thieves. They seem to crash land in some nursery rhyme. I bet somebody walked outside, they'd throw some seeds on the ground, and they'd grow a giant beanstalk back up to where they just came from. Don't you? That's that kind of story. I love Monty Python stuff, though. I really do. Let me also recommend the Monty Python and the Holy Grail and Life of Brian. I'll be glad if I can find one of them comic books. Okay. Maybe it comes up later, but my memory's off. Like I said, I hadn't seen this movie in 20 years, but I thought some giant stepped on that house or something. Didn't I see that in the trailer? Maybe that comes up later. Anyway, it looks like they find themselves back in the French Revolution right here. They see peasants running from war. They don't know what's going on as explosions and cities burn. He has to check his map to find out. They're in the Napoleonic Wars. Oh my God. No, 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 no. It just wouldn't be a party if you didn't have to escape Napoleonic soldiers back in the day. And of course, it wouldn't be a real party unless Napoleon actually showed up. And who does Napoleon look like? Oh my God, I just had a flashback. Ian Holm. That's the actor's name that played that. Hey, Dave, I know good stuff trivia too. Anyway, they got a good first villain for the little criminals to deal with. They got little teeny tiny criminals and a kid versus little teeny tiny dictator and his little teeny tiny soldier army. Because all the French people back then were 5'2" too, so they all were about really the same size. So once again, being them there little people, they got the circus freak advantage, I guess. They pretend to be entertainers, entertaining people, putting everybody to sleep so they can slip off during the dinner. While Napoleon and his generals plot the war, they're having dinner. Them little thieves are down there stealing paintings that wasn't even there then. The Mona Lisa. Wait, Mona Lisa. When was the Mona Lisa painted? Look that up for me, somebody, on that there Google machine. Anyway, they looting the palace. They're stealing some stuff. They're trying to get away when a large explosion. Okay, am I the only one remembering wrong, or is the movie a little bit different than this here comic book? Hey, that always happens, don't it? They seem to make the movie a little bit different in the comic books. They cut out some stuff. As we see, what, I guess this is the Sherwood forest scene where I don't know, these guys are rolling through the forest. They're having a good time. It's a medieval night in England on a romantic trip. And this, of course, it's going to get interrupted when little people fall through the roof of their coach, bouncing all around, causing turmoil. Whatever will they do as they plunder and take out their loot? More of the little people fall through the portal. They land in the bushes. So in full panels, brought to you by the Daily Damn Blog, I guess I better pick the pace up a little bit. This damn comic book's a whole movie right here. I may have to do this sucker in two parts if I don't get a little faster with it anyway. So they get captured up. Of course, they get captured up by Robin Hood. And of course, guess what? They got captured by Robin Hood men in tights. Yeah, guess what? I remember that John Cleese played Robin Hood in this movie. Hey, I know more trivia, Dave. Somebody should make a video about this movie. They really should. Anyway, Robin Hood and his merry men, oh my God, relieved the little guys of their treasure. Little guys are getting all ill. They're all upset. We robbed people, and we just got robbed by Robin Hood. Dum da dum dum. Dum da dum dum dum. And also remember that old David Warner there. I just watched the trailer. David Warner plays evil. There you go. I remembered that. Did I remember it from the trailer, or did I remember it from 20, 30 years ago when I actually saw this movie last? You know, I'm going to look this movie up one day, and I'm going to watch it again. I ain't seen Time Bandits in many, many years. I remember I really enjoyed the movie, and as I look back through the comic book, as evil cast us into the well of seeing, trying to find that little map that he knows has been stolen from the creator. Evil want that map. And the little guy's taking a look at the map right now, and Evil's watching him in the scrying bowl. Oh, wow, I just love this movie. Anyway, guess what? I want my shit back! No, I'm just kidding. That's right, the Supreme Being shows up wanting his stuff back, and then they run. Some doors pop open because on that map shows where to go to get through. And they find themselves back in gladiator times, as an evil minotaur goes one-on-one with a great king. And who was that great king? That great king was Sean Connery. I remember that for sure. I remember that without even having to watch the trailer, didn't you? Hey, good stuff, guys. My video's all full of good stuff information, right? And they put all the names in this comic book to make it simple and easy if you read along while you're doing it. And that's King Agamemnon, Amanimana, Kana, Rana, Nana, Mina. That's Sean Connery, the king right there. Hey, look, little boy done stole that really cool helmet, and out they ride, a gladiator and his young boy on a horse. Symbology that makes my eyes bleed. So in full panels, brought to you by the Daily Damn Blog. Oh, God. King Agamemnon, my Sean Connery guy, he heads off to show off the head of the Minotaur he has killed. As little Timmy be taking pictures, he got separated from the guys. He's thinking about, I'll just stay right here with King Agamemnon, and I'll be the little prince who fell from the sky. But of course, he can't get away because them little time bandits done showed up right there with his little monocle in his eye. Little time bandits on the road. They're planning to rip off King Agamemnon, and little Timmy ain't liking that. They form a circle, and boom! I think they opened a portal or something. Wow, they all vanished. Well, way to knock out a whole segment in 2 pages comic book. They drop through a portal. They land on the Titanic. They have a smoke and a cigar, and they get all happy, and they talk for a few minutes. The damn ship sinks. Bloop, 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 and evil smiles. Well, the comic book's trying to get through this movie as fast as I am. Check it out. They drop through a portal. They land up on a ship with the sheep-headed, goat-headed guy cast a net. He wind up catching the little guys and Timmy. And he's about to eat Timmy when the little guys grab him and chuck old goat head over the side and then throw his wife over the match and blop, blop, blop. They sail off on his boat. And this is the really cool part where I throw in a shout out for my real good friend, Thrash Pondo Pines. You can find him on YouTube as well as my friend Pat McCormick at the Golden Rage of TV, which I hope one of these guys actually do a Time Bandits video to reference in this video. Oh my God. And of course, my main man, Dave Sunstorm, the good stuff king, my mentor of good stuff. Be sure to check out Dave as well as BK on the air. Big guys, 45s, the Life and Sad Ending channel. And I know, like Nostalgia Podcast, there's a lot more good stuff, guys. I'm going to make a list to read through One day, I should have done that, I promise. I'm going to get to the list, and I'm going to have like 10 good stuff channels to shout out coming up on some of these good stuff videos, but I never seem to get to anything. I'm making this 30 minutes before I'm going to watch it and put it up, just saying. So info panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan blog, I give you Time Bandits! And one of my longest comic book reviews of all time. I still got pages to go. They slipped through another portal. They got there and wound up still in a boat. And of course, up out of the water, wearing their boat for a hat, they find themselves in the land of giants. And then they start beating on that giant's head, which probably ain't a good idea, right, guys? Little Timmy's looking for some medicine. Yeah, you always gotta have medicine. Let's stock up on that medicine. Take it with us. I've been looking for some food and water anyway. They knock out that giant. They knock him on his ass. Evil's watching any scrying bowl when an evil plan arises. So in full panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan blog, I have to admit I'm somewhat disappointed. It's a Marvel comic book. It's drawn really well. It's 90% story accurate to what I remember about the movie, and the panels are multiple size, deep, dark colored. It's old comic book looking. I am seriously lacking stuff to criticize here. Anyway, God's on a plunder, God's on a tear. They got the maze of the Minotaur. The map is going to get restored as evil has captured our little band of, I don't know if they call them good guys or bad guys, but the little band of little people are. Here's a quick couple of pages for you. They get thrown in some hanging cage. He realizes he took a picture of the map. They're going to use that to make the great escape. They picked a lot. They drop a cock. They drop little dude down. He swings them out. Evil is perplexed that they have escaped his trap. Oh my God, they call that big thing a guard dog. Woof. Big dogs are hollering, that's right. They throw a bone to detour the guard dogs as they make their escape being chased by the pig-headed rat man. What, the pig-headed rat man turned into a goat? Now he's turned into a hog. Was any of this in the movie? I don't remember. Oh, he's turned them little people into pigs. Oh my God, evil is so evil. He turned one of the little people into a pig. Now I remember that. It really did happen. Oh, whatever will they do? God, I don't even remember what happens next. That's right. That's when some little time traveling fella shows up with John Wayne, and he's going to do some looping and some lassoing. And of course, Buck Rogers showed up too to help him out. They all throw the carbuncle on old Evil, but old Evil got a plan. Old Evil got knives coming out his head. Did some archers show up? Fun fact, Sean Connery was supposed to show up and film a scene, being Agamemnon, leading these here archers firing up on Evil at the end of the movie, but he could not make it. So later on, he showed up to play a fireman in the end of this thing. So there you go. I know all kind of stuff about this movie. I just don't care to share it because this is supposed to be kind of for fun. Anyway, Trump. Did I say thump? I thought it said Trump. Thump, 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 thoop, thoop. He turned himself into a pumpkin and shot out the arrows back at everybody. Wow, this guy's horrible. Hey, let's bring in a tank and blow his stuff up. So it looks like the end. Evil will overcome because evil always overcomes. But wham, bam, boom, up pops a firebolt, a lightning bolt, a Zeus-style bolt from the sky that turns evil into powder. That's right, the great creator showed up to forgive the little fellas because it was all some kind of evil trap. Evil trap, just to trap evil, that's right, it was. It was all a plan to use these little guys like tools. They turned them into to little tools. They turned the little people into little tools. Are you laughing? You should be laughing because they're little tools. Tools to destroy evil. Tools to defeat evil. Now evil gets dropped off in this metal drum that's sealed up, and you can see this drum get opened in a Carpenter movie, I think.
Mechanism. Looks like it can only be opened from the inside.
A life form is growing out of prebiotic fluid. It's not winding down into disorder. It's self-organizing.
Got you on that one. That's John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. You know the thing. It's got a tank with evil in it, and they're gonna open it, and well, I guess he'll be back. Bam! Timmy gets thrown back to his reality. Timmy gets snapped back to the past. Timmy gets snapped back to his house. As his house is on fire, it's burning to the ground. Everything all around him is being destroyed. In comes Sean Connery, our hero Sean to save the day. Sean Connery, the fireman, saves the day. And tells him, don't put metal in the microwave. What? Somebody put metal in the microwave? Boom! A big flash of light. And Mom and Dad are pals of ash. What a happy ending, Dave! Well, with a wink and a cheek, Sean Connery bids little Timmy farewell as little Timmy stands there laughing and giggling, ironically goofy, as his parents are a pile of dust. The little heroes have left him alone. His house is a burned out mess, and little Timmy is all alone somewhere in time. And the end of this movie just makes me want to pull my hair out. And we end the back with some really cool Empire Strikes Back stuff. Did anybody notice the lack of ads? It just now dawned on me. We didn't get no commercial interruptions in this comic book. We also didn't get a back cover worth a darn neither. Well, guys, that's my look at Time Bandits, a comic book from 1982 based on a movie from 1980 starring all my favorite people. Well, a few of my favorite people. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Let me know if you're a Time Bandits fan in the comments below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that stupid little bell for me. And until next time, this is Danny Staten on Day Dan Blog. Looking at classic, good stuff on comic books this week. Stay tuned. In the near future, Mothman returns. Do 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 do. Blog over, dudes.